All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching this word in truth and sincerity, and for ruling well. And salutations to the elect, Lord willing, with some of those men and women who believe and fear the name Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm my brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another lesson. And was inspired by this video that I'm watching. It's called She Explains Why Good Women Choose to Be with Drug Dealers. You have to hear this. And this is from AC Reacts. And it just shows you the mindset of the woman, you know, particularly you so-called black women in America, Latino women in America and abroad, you know. But it really can fit to all women. You know, these women, they're attracted to evil. They're attracted to wickedness, right? I was thinking earlier today, like, women suffer from main character syndrome, right? Let's look and see what that is. Main character syndrome, right? Right? Main character syndrome is a colloquial term used to describe a person's tendency to see themselves as the central figure in their own life story, often with inflated sense of self-importance. And that's what the majority of these women walk around with. They don't walk around in humility. They don't walk around with, you know, hey, look, I'm in a supporting role, right? They're the main character in their movie, right? And they feel like they have it to decide what they want, when they want, and how they want it. And obviously that's taught and bred through westernization, right? But this video shows you directly, right, the so-called good girls, right, which really ain't none of these girls good, right? Especially these girls that claim to grow up in the church. They're some of the biggest whores that you can meet, right? You know, she's stuck in Christianity, which they push as so-called righteousness. They claim to be so-called righteous because they go to church and they praise somebody they play Jesus Christ, right? They don't praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right? And these women act like they're goody two-shoes because they grow up. And that's another thing too. A lot of times they get blamed that these women, they grow up with single homes, which a great number of them do. But a lot of these girls come from two-parent homes and they just want to be with the bad street nigga. Like that movie ATL. Old girl she came from a wealthy family, right? She was extremely rich, but she was playing like she was hood. Changed her name to Nunu, you know what I'm saying? And put this front on because she wanted the bad boy, right? And then when they get older, after they're used and abused their bodies, had about 1,000 kids, about 20,000 different niggas, you know, different men, now they want to settle down. They're looking for some type of stability. But this shows you that, you know, women are not supposed to make decisions, right? They're supposed to be told what to do. Like my man Daryl said on Coming to America, tell them what to do. Women like to be told what to do, right? And they look at these drug dealers and bad boys as people that can defend them and that could give them that edge. Because these women really, they just want to be on the edge. And it's the same philosophy the snake and the serpent was giving Eve, you know, that woman that she has the power to dictate, right? That influence over the man. Right, but look, this is what she do. She says, why is it that us good girls are attracted to bad boys? Because you're bad. Drug dealers or guys with no life, because you're wicked, right? But then, see, they're attracted to guys with no life, and then they claim they want a high value man, right? Which these women, they claim they want a high value man just so they can exploit his wealth, right? And live a life of excess and pleasure. All right, so without any further ado, this shows you, hey man, like, hey, as a man of the Lord, bro, just focus on you, because these women, you know, they're null and void, man. Them in their main caricature syndrome.
This was me in my past life. I used to really be attracted to like drug dealers, scammers, bad boys. I was raised in a Christian household, was raised in the church. So
well, that shows you that Christian household pushes that spirit of evil, right? And women are in a constant state of rebellion too. You can't forget that, The precept says this in the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let me get it. Ecclesiasticus or Bon Sirach. I believe it's chapter 25. It might be 26, but yeah, right here, 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. What that's saying in GNT, right? It says Bon Sirach 25 and 26. 25 and 26. It says, if she won't, it's like 25 and 25. Don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you. Come on, man. Fucking Satan. It says, don't let a bad wife have her way any more than you will allow water to leak from your cistern, right? And that's what these women are. Like they're having it their way. But what do they choose, right? What do they choose when they're in their youthfulness? What do they choose when they're in their, they still got their beauty, right? What do they choose when they still got a useful womb? They choose bad boys, drug dealers, and scammers, right? The worst kind of man. And that's because women are attracted to wickedness like flies to shit. Okay? That's exactly why. And they don't like to hear it. They don't want to hear the straightforward truth. They want to be placated to. They want to be lied to, right? They want to be told that they're the center of a man's universe, right? They want to be told that they have a place of authority over a man, all right? But what does she do when she has the opportunity to choose?
Like drug dealers, scammers, bad boys. This was me in my past life. I used to really be attracted to like drug dealers, scammers, bad boys. I was raised in a Christian household, was raised in the church, so this was completely left to what like I was used to and dealing with like boys. So
yeah, like that's a problem, dealing with boys and not men, right? You wait till you get 45 and waste it, and now you look, and this is why you can't leave the decision making up to a woman. You don't like to hear it, but it's the truth. It's the truth, and women don't like to hear the truth. They want to be lied to. Okay, but then they let it all spill out, and some sucker still fall for it. Job 39:17, because the Most High had deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. And when you look up those terms, wisdom and understanding, the word for wisdom is hakamah, which is wisdom, skill in war, wisdom in administration, shrewdness. What does the word shrewdness mean? To be shrewd, right? Shrewdness, right? It says the quality of having and showing good power of judgment, right? Here it is, this woman lacks the power to make good judgment, right? Because she said when she was young in her so-called former life, which this shit probably happened a couple years ago, right? Because she still looked relatively young, okay? So now all of a sudden she's born again back in that church, and she regave her life to Christ after she went to the streets, and she rode the cop carousel, and these drug dealer niggas that she dealt with got either put to death or whatever, right? So again, she lacks judgment, and this is why women in the ancient world didn't have this authority, right? This comes through feminism and through Esau's westernization of the woman. They give her the ability to make these choices. Again, it's the same shit Eve was drinking in a garden from that wicked man, that serpent who came in and gave her basically gave her the keys to wickedness.
We have to get into our completely left to what like drug dealers, scammers. My past life, I used to really be attracted to like drug dealers, scammers, bad boys. I was raised in a Christian household, was raised in the church, so this was completely left.
And that shows you that the church, I know brothers don't like you stop, but that shows you that the Christian church breeds nothing but whores, man. Whores and more wicked women.
What like I was used to and dealing with like boys. So we have to get into our top 4 human needs. Most people can live without 2 of them, but for the most part, if you have all these 4 human needs getting met, it causes addiction or extreme attachment. So the top 4 needs: certainty, variety, love and connection, and a sense of significance. With like these bad boys, 9 times out of 10, you feel safe because you know that they will kill for you. So that hits the certain.
Are you kidding me? Why do they need to do that for you?
Yeah, you kill for this bitch. You kill for this bitch and you end up in a fucking cell and she's out in the street getting body slammed to the mattress like Randy Savage off the top rope. Right? And that's why the scripture says this. Man, we gotta get the fuck from out of here, man. Yeah, I'll start right here. First Esdras 4:22. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. That's why these women like these street niggas, right? These scammers, because they bringing that money to them so they could do what they want to do, right? And then they end up getting caught up and they turn into state witnesses. First Esdras 4:25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. Let's see what that says in the book and the GNT, right? Because many men have gone out of their mind, lost their damn mind, right? And become servants for these women's sake, right? Because she ain't got to worry about the scamming and shooting and killing. You want a man to kill for you? Why? Why does a man have to kill for you? What did you do for that man that he has to risk his life? And there's a lot of men in a jail cell and in the ground because they've done stupidness for women. All right? Wickedness for women. Right? It says, Salakia, 2nd Esdras 4:26. It says, no, come on, that's 2nd Esdras. First Esdras. First Esdras 4:26. First Esdras chapter 4, verse 26 in the GNT, it says, some men are driven out of their minds on the account of a woman, and others become slave for the sake of a woman, man. Right? They want the simp, they want the simp nigga after they done getting body slammed through the damn the bed springs by the bad boys, drug dealers, scammers, all these wicked niggas, right? This is what they want. But then they'll get older and they demand to have a man making 6 figures. They demand to have a man with stability. He got to have his own and da-da-da-da. Because you've been letting all these ain't shit guys with no life live off of you. And now all of a sudden you come with these lists of demands when everybody else got the fuck for free. Like that. Like, I don't know if brother has ever seen the movie The Wood. And dude was in a room trying to get some by this girl. And he was like, yo, you ain't gonna let me hit? They say, hey, you let that nigga Terry Bone, and I know I look better than him, right? Terry Bone, Terry some thug nigga in the streets, he popping his bitch. But the dude that's trying to get his life on track and do the right thing, right? You want to take him through the ringer. You want to make him wait and all this other weirdo shit, right? These, again, men have become servants, slaves for women, man. And a slave will do anything his master tell him to do.
Why would you want to put somebody in a situation like that? And you got to see the response these women have. They totally agree with this.
Yeah, because they wicked. That's why the scripture says this. Ecclesiastes 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? And that's why these wicked men are in the condition that they're in with these wicked women. Right? And they're the weaker vessel. You putting your strength into the weaker vessel. Right? There's a book that I have. I just cleaned up, so it may be, I may have to find it again. But I have a book on Israelite culture. I have a book on Israelite culture around here somewhere. Maybe I can find it. right? In the book it says, it's called the Israelites. And it said that women were under constant wardship, right? Wardship. In the ancient world, women weren't allowed to have it their way, right? Like Burger King, okay? They were under constant wardship. And I can't find that book right now. I have to find it another time. But yeah, in the ancient world, women went from their father's house to their husband's house, right? And their husbands dictated the program, not them. All right? And this is why.
Stop dealing with them. You're putting your life in jeopardy. Why would they have to do that for you? You know why that would happen? Couple of reasons why he would have to do that. Number one, you're dealing with another dude, and that dude most likely is how they call it, ops.
Yeah, so she's committing adultery. So all this wickedness come from a woman. That's why the scripture says, behold, not every woman is beauty, right? Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not all in the midst of women, right? For from garments come a moth, and from women wickedness, right? It says, better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. And these women, they don't even care about shame and the reproach that come with it, right? She claims she grew up in a Christian church, right? She ain't with no Christian man. She ain't with no man that was of Christ. She ain't with no man that was an upstanding citizen, right? They corny, they nerds, right? Oh, they boring, right? These hoes want to live life like they in a movie Speed, right? They want to play Bonnie and Clyde. To reality hit.
You're messing around with him on with his ops. That's number one. Number two is, right? You're running your mouth. You're beefing with another dude. And something happens to you. Now he got to come outside and do something to that dude. Those are the only, maybe another couple of other reasons, but those are the main two reasons why something like that happens.
Yeah, she want a man to kill for her. That's absolutely out of order.
He's beefing with you because you're dealing with another guy, so they sending themselves to the upper room over you.
Yeah, but she don't get judged. She get to walk away in the sunset and do it all over again. They say they beef with each other. They send each other to the upper room. Yeah, they go to the upper room and this bitch is on the ground doing whatever, right? Like that Mobb Deep song, man. You upstate doing the bed and your woman outside doing another man. She ain't gonna troop the bed with you, right? You upstate doing 25 to life. She ain't gonna ride with you for that. And you got a lot of women that are prison pen pals and they go up there and get married, take pictures. Fat Tammy, Fat Shaniqua, right? All these bitches that really can't get a man in the streets, so they get a man in jail. Then when a nigga get out of jail after he done used it for every bit of money for his commissary, then she get mad. Now men ain't shit. But look who you chose. You chose the bottom of the barrel, right? You played the field and lost. It flunked out. And that's what a lot of these women are doing. They're flunking out, man.
You beefing with some dude that you're not supposed to be in his face. Now he got to protect you from that danger because you think you tough. This is sick.
Certainty and a sense of significance. And with the certainty, they have a lot of money. So you kind of feel secure financially.
Yeah, see? A lot of money. Certainty. Women think, hey, the scripture says this. This is fucking nuts, bro. They tell it on themselves. The scriptures tell everything about these women, bro. And nobody wants to listen. Oh, that's archaic. And that's why majority of women ain't coming into this thing of ours, man. Hell no. You got women that believe, but especially in America, man, very few women, bro, because goddamn, bro, these women are out of control, man. These women are out of fucking control, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is fucking nuts, bro. And you hearing it from the horse's mouth. This is 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth from pleasure is dead while she lived. That's why she want the man with money. And when that word for pleasure is spotaleo, which is to live luxuriously, to lead a voluptuous life, give oneself the pleasure. So she that lived from pleasure is dead while she lived. She believes that money is certainty. Money, the scripture says, money groweth wings and doth fly away. Right? Money, let me see. Right? Money groweth wings. Let me see if I can find it. Proverbs 23:5. Proverbs 23:5. Like, because women don't understand money. Right? They just spend till they ain't got it no more. And now they panicking. Oh, I need money. But what did you do with the money that you had? Right? It says Proverbs 25 and Proverbs 23:5. Proverbs 23:5. It says, Wilt thou set thine eyes? Well, I'll start at 4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Right? Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away, and they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Right? What it says in the NLT. It says, in the blink of an eye, wealth disappears, for it will sprout wings and fly away like an eagle. Right? In the blink of an eye, wealth is going to disappear. That nigga go to jail. He got to pay for the lawyer. He got to, he got to do all of this shit to defend his case. That money's going to go. He get locked up for life, never coming home, get the death penalty. That money's gone. He get put to death. That money's gone. So, but these women think that money is certainty, right? So she says significance. A man gonna kill for you. So that makes a woman feel significant? Absolutely not. You gotta use proper judgment. Why the hell I'm gonna kill a man for a woman? You know how many women out here, bro? And then you got certain women out here with a little bit of sense. Why the fuck would I risk my life and a limb all to make a woman feel significant? And that's why a lot of times, hey, look at these streets in LA and in Chicago and Philadelphia, New York, man. A lot of these beefs that these gangs be warring over, they're fighting over some shit that a woman started, bruh. And that's why the scripture says the Most High is not the author of confusion. And these women, they bring confusion, extreme confusion, right? And it's not, oh, we hate women type shit. No, we telling the truth, bruh. And the scriptures tell the truth about all of us, but especially that woman. It's things that you do not hear in this world unless a man has experienced these things and he tries to speak up about it. But most of the time he gets muted, right? This world is all about uplifting the woman, making all the side characters the main characters, when the main character is the man, particularly the Israelite man, especially the Israelite man in the knowledge. But these NPCs, because that's what a woman is. She's a non-playable character. In reality, she was set up to be a pleasure and a pillow of rest for a man, right? That's it. A helpmate. She wasn't set up to be the star of the movie. She wasn't set up to be the co-star of the movie. Absolutely not. And these women, they flock to power, and they think that a man with a gun is power, because he think he has life. He think he has power over life and death. You ever see these women with weapons in the street? As soon as they get mad, they pull it out and pop somebody. They don't even think it through. They don't even think, and that's why you got a lot of these men out here acting the same way, because they grew up in these households with women, and the women dictated the movements and showed them nothing but emotional, irrational actions and thoughts. And these men, they pick that up and they exhibit that, and that's why the streets look the way they look, man. The scripture says this. The woman became deaf. Let me get that. Right? Yeah. Sirach 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And they don't want to admit that. Let me see what it said in the NLT. Sin began with a woman, and we must all die because of her. Right? That's why the Lord, you don't see the Lord dealing with these women, giving them the word to preach and to exhort the name and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah? Absolutely not. Soon as she get disenchanted, she can curse the Lord. What Job's wife tell him? This is a man with great integrity. She told him to curse the Lord and die. He said, you sound like one of the foolish women. Right? And the majority of these women out here are foolish.
Lot of money, so you kind of feel secure financially. They have a lot of money, so you kind of feel so with the certainty they have a lot of money, so you kind of feel secure financially. The variety, they will take you on.
Here we go.
On adventure after adventure, so there's a lot of variety. You never.
Now she's lying. What adventure you going? These are block boys. They don't go anywhere.
Absolutely. He said, that's right. He said she's lying. What adventures you going on? He's a block boy. When he may take you, where are y'all going? This nigga, he got a life in the streets. He not taking these bitches to Thailand, to the scammer might, but he take you there with fraudulent funds. Right? Y'all living life on the edge. Right?
They don't go anywhere. Where are they going? The furthest they going is to the movie theater. Where they going? They play the block. They're drug dealers. They're not going far. And another thing, what do you mean this money? What money you talking about? It's not really their money.
Nah.
I tell you, they have between 2 to 4 years shelf life when it comes to dealing in drugs.
Yeah. And them niggas is warlocks. That's why the majority of them get put to death or they get locked the fuck up in the can for a day and forever in a day. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the women want. This is what they love. And they're so delusional. They think that they'll never get old. They think that their beauty will roll with them until it's all over. They think their bodies is good no matter how much dysphoria, what's it called? Some type of disease or mental disease called dysphoria or something like that. They just don't, it's ridiculous, bro. These women never grow up. I think somebody once said like a woman never grow up past the age of 14, bro. Cause you ever see some of the shit that these women do, you're like, what the fuck you do that for? That don't even make no sense. And then when you giving them the truth, they want to hang up. They don't want to hear it. Right? I was just trying to talk to you. And you start telling me about this because your plan don't make no sense. It's not a plan at all. You know?
2 to 4 years, tops. And then it's either the upper room or prison.
Yep.
One of the two.
It's either the upper room or prison. And then a nigga don't get it until he get locked up. Then he's a fucking life speaker, a motivational speaker. Right now, this guy is the most literate and peace-seeking person on the planet because he locked up with Bubba and them forever and a day, never coming home. Now he want to preach to the kids. The kids ain't trying to hear you. Them little niggas sit there and watch you for like a hot second because their attention span is gone. They high on drugs. Them little niggas ain't trying to hear what no old nigga that's in the cell got to say until they meet that nigga in the cell block for doing the same shit over and over again. And these women get to walk off in the sunset, pregnant with 1,000 kids by all Lord knows who, looking for a sucker.
It's surely going to happen. So there's no real money there because it doesn't belong to him.
Yeah, they said, like I said, these women don't understand anything. They don't understand money and how it truly works. Money is a defense. Money is not an object that you just use to live in pleasure. Now, you should do something nice for yourself, but sometimes that's not expedient for you. It's not going to be a always thing. Right? Women turn around, you got a whole job but never had no money. Where's your money going? You're not honest about your bills. You're not honest about your lifestyle. You're living above your means. And this is the reason why they look for the bad boys, the drug dealers, the scammers, the niggas with no life, the guys with no life. So they can just depend on them.
Once the government gets inside, everything that he bought, no matter if it's houses or cars, and they usually don't buy any houses, but whatever the cars, jewelry, any of that goes straight to the government. everything goes straight to the government. IRS coming to get theirs. What is she talking about?
Never know what to expect from them. And then like you have the love and connection, like they not trusting anybody else but you. Like that makes you feel connected.
Yeah, the nigga trusts you with the bricks. He trusts you to hold his gun. He trusts you to hide his drug money. So you think you feel important. And that's why the majority of you fucking black bitches in America are going to be destroyed, man. You ain't coming out of this alive, man. You going to have to get it at the death by pain. A lot of you, not just you black bitches, you Latin bitches, right? You Indian bitches, you are going to have to get this at the death by pain. A lot of you women don't realize that. You think it's a game. You think that soon as all hell pop off, you're going to show some titties and shake some ass and use a soft tone. Now you in your soft girl era and that's going to get you by. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. It's going to be strict guidelines on what women is coming up out of here, bruh. For real. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to be extremely humble.
And sometimes it could be a trauma bond that makes you feel connected to them.
Bitch, you ain't got no trauma. You was born in a Christian household. You got daddy and mommy, right? They sending your ass to college. You ain't never lived on the street, never missed a meal. What fucking trauma you got?
So far we got sending somebody to the upper room, right? Money that doesn't belong to them, right? Because money that surely get taken away, and trauma bond. Here we go. These are pluses.
You have to know that like these are your top 4 needs, which again are certainty, variety, love and connection, and a sense of significance. And learn how to get that in a more positive way, because although they meet those needs in you, they usually meet them in a more negative way, and it leans more towards trauma bond than like a real love and connection.
And that's another thing. Relationships are not about love. Marriage shouldn't be based on love, right? You supposed to be bringing 2 households together of significance and expanding. If a woman comes with a man, she's supposed to expand his household. All right. That's why in the ancient world, the fathers chose the husbands. A man of significance, a man of not just wealth, but a man of integrity, a man of who fit, first and foremost, a man that fears the Lord, Yahweh Shai, a man of integrity, a man of faith. Those things matter. It ain't about your money, man. It ain't about your status, right? Marriage is an agreement between a man's father, and a woman's father. That's what it should be. And that man, and then that man that's marrying that woman, he should have learned a bunch of wisdom from his father that he can apply to his family, and the cycle continue on and on. It's not about marriage. It's not about love. Marriage is not about. It should never be about love. And marriage is not that white dress and a ring and all that shit. That's for the woman, man. No, absolutely not. Marriage is sex, man. That's what it is. You don't like to hear it, but hey, here it go.
Because love should never hurt. It should never crush you. It should never give you the type of trauma that these men will give you.
And again, like these women talk this love shit, that's emotion. Because the true love is the fear of Yahweh Shai and keep his commandments. Right? The Lord didn't send give Eve to Adam to love, for just love. No, he said he gave her for what? A helpmate. A helpmate. Right? Genesis 2:18. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. Right? Let's look at that in the NLT. Then Yahweh, the Most High, said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. Right? That's what that's what it's about. Right? Isaac didn't know Rebecca before she hopped off that horse. He saw her and took her in and knocked her up, and now she's his woman. He took her virginity straight away. He took her into the tent. Right? He didn't even know it. He just saw her and took her. They wasn't dating you know, he took her on a couple robbery sprees and then she fell madly in love with him. Absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not. You know? And then these women, they want to get on the internet and these different platforms on the internet and speak, they put a light on their face, put their makeup on, and now they're philosophical speakers. Now they feel like they have the authority to speak about, you know, what you should be looking for. Here it is, you made all the wrong decisions. Now I'm supposed to listen to you? Absolutely not. That makes no sense. That's why the scripture says this. Right? The scripture says this. 1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So you have not been given authority. Right? But I do not let women teach men or have the authority over them. Let them listen quietly, man. And that's a problem with these women. They can't shut the fuck up. They'll talk a hole in your head about nothing. No matter how much wisdom you impart upon them, they ain't really listening. They falling asleep and shit. Eye getting heavy, right? They not listening intently. They're not listening to understand, but they just listening to talk. So you just end up running your fucking mouth and just like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I ain't. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Right? Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in the faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. That's how the woman going to be saved. Right? If she what? But women will be saved through childbearing, assuming they continue to live in faith, love, and holiness and modesty, man. In the NKJV, it says, nevertheless, she will be saved in childbearing if they continue in the faith, love, and holiness with self-control, man. And the vast majority of these women, they lack self-control. Absolutely, they lack it, man. They don't have it at all. You see? Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. I saw this and I was like, oh man, I can speak on this and watch this video. Watch this. This out of all the videos that's been done, I guarantee you, I bet you just put something a nice title on there, and next thing you know, it's gonna be like 500 views. Right here it is. This is all about edification, but listen, man, there's so much more than the woman, man. Like me and the bros, we always talk about it, man. In the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to be sitting at the table talking about no woman, bro. Right? She's not going to be the center of nobody's conversation. She going to be there, not at the table. She going to be in the kingdom. She going to have a role to play, but it ain't going to be brothers sitting at the table like, yeah, man, my girl, man, she my woman, man, my women, my wives, man, they giving me hell, man, they ain't listening. Ain't going to be none of that shit. We ain't going to be complaining about no woman. We ain't going to be, it's going to be, she's a tertiary thing, man. You know, let's see what that word tertiary mean, right? Tertiary, right, is a third in order, or the level, related or denoting the first period, territory, the tertiary period of System Rocks. Yeah, this is good right here. Third in order of level, and probably she not even a third thing. She just there, bro. Right? She there to serve you. Right? Kings and leaders don't sit at the table and talk about their servants like that. Like, oh man, my servant, man, she's supposed to do that, bro. It's like G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. It's all encompassing. She's a toy for you, man. Right? We don't need to talk. We don't need to hear about that. But in this world, women, like I said, they have that main character syndrome. They got to be the central thing and everything. That's why they're like peacocks, right? They put on nice feathers and all that extra shit to garner attention so people can look at them because they love attention. They feed and thrive off it, no matter if it's positive or negative. They just love it, right? Because they want to be the center of attention. They just thirsting for it because they know that that's not their role. In their spirit, they know that's not their role. So like I said, in the kingdom of heaven, We ain't gonna be talking about these fucking women, bro. That's the last thing we gonna talk about. Everybody gonna be getting laid. Everybody gonna have the finest of the finest, right? Everybody gonna be on top. So we ain't gotta worry about, you know, it ain't gonna be no fucking podcast. That damn podcast microphone all stinking from all the spit and breath. These hoes just spewing on the fucking microphone, talking about nothing. We ain't gonna be sitting around having round tables talking about why relationships don't work, the role of a man, the role of a woman. Absolutely fucking not, bro. We got bigger and better things to fry, man. You know, you women gonna learn your place, man. Right? It's gonna happen on this side too. When all hell breaks loose, you women gonna learn to shut the fuck up or get the fuck out, man. Right? You just gonna have to deal with it. We don't want to hear about your fucking mental problems. We don't want to hear about your aches and pains. No, you're gonna have to eat whatever you got going on up if you expect to get up out of here behind a man of the Lord. And you're gonna have to respect that man. You're gonna have to reverence that man. Right? Because he is your Lord, man. And that's something these women don't. I'm never calling a man Lord. Never. All right, bitch. Well, fine. Peace out. But hey, like my man from South Central told Bobby, OG Bobby, when he was in prison, can't be alone out here, Bobby. Gotta go. See you. Can't be alone in here, Bobby. See ya. You know, because it's gonna be bad out here, man. So, and with that, I would say shalom and on to the next, man. This is nuts.